Jan Jorgensen is up against the man from Chinese Taipei, Chou Tien Chen. Then we'll have a mixed doubles, and then we'll finish off with another men's singles as well. Well, Jan Jorgensen, the number 3 seed from Denmark, trying to become only the 3rd Danish player to win a gold medal in the men's singles at the World Championships. Of course, the other 2, the first ever World Championships staged in 1977, Flemming Delfs, and then in 1997, the left-handed Peter Rasmussen won in Glasgow. But, of course, let's not jump ahead of ourselves, because already through to the quarter-final is the number 14 seed, the former world junior champion, Victor Axelsen, who is also from Denmark. So, potentially, we have an all-Danish quarter-final, and that would ensure that there'd be a Dane in the semi-final, and therefore that Denmark would medal once again at the World Championships. This is the 4th time that Denmark has hosted the World Championships. First 3 times, 1983, 1991 and 1999. And Denmark have always medalled when they've hosted the World Championships, and how desperately they would love to keep that run going. Well, we know that Denmark have quarter-finalists in the mixed doubles, because the Olympic bronze medalists are safely through, Joachim Fischer-Nielsen and Christina Pedersen. But, of course, disappointment for Pedersen in the women's doubles, where she and Camilla Rute-Juel were the number 2 seeds. They have gone out today, losing to Maswari and Gracia Poli of Indonesia, the number 10 seeds. So disappointment for the Danes in the women's doubles. Incidentally, women's doubles is the only discipline of all 5 disciplines in badminton where Denmark has not won a gold medal. And it's not going to happen at these championships either, as we welcome our 2 men's singles players. Jan Jorgensen, there he is, the 26-year-old from Aalborg in North Jutland. Can he make it an all-Danish quarter-final? Well, the man in his way is Chou Tien Chen from Chinese Taipei. Well, he's quite a character with his ponytail and his body art and his long stockings, and looks like a footballer, and has that sort of aura about him that sort of oozes star quality. And Jan Jorgensen is a man who has beaten all of the world's top players. Lee Chong-wei, he beat back in 2009 in the first round of the China Super Series. He's also had 2 victories over the Olympic champion Lin Dan, including recently at the quarter-final stage of the Japan Super Series. Also beaten Chen Long, that was the semi-final recently of the Indonesia Premier Super Series event, where of course Jan Jorgensen went on to take the title. So the number 3 seed from Denmark, Jan Jorgensen, against Chou Tien Chen from Chinese Taipei. Kelly Wandler from Canada is our umpire for this. Andrea Giappini from Italy is the service judge. So the 26-year-old, well, number 3 in the world ranking at the moment. That's the highest he's ever been, enjoying his 24th week in total as world number 3. And his win-loss record for the year, well, he's played 8 individual tournaments, and he's won 2, the European Championships and those Indonesia Open Premier Super Series. No problems in his first 2 rounds. First of all against Maurice from Belgium, and then against Eetu Heino from Finland. Under 30 minutes in both of those matches. So to his opponent, Chou Tien Chen, 17 in the world. That's the highest he's ever been as well. So both players, the highest ever world rankings, enjoying his 3rd week as 17 in the world. Now, he had a real battle in the first round against Urul Must from Estonia. Dropped the opening game, but came back strongly in 1 hour and 4 minutes. And yesterday, against the number 15 seed, the left-handed Japanese player, Sho Sasaki, 2 straight games. So causing a bit of an upset there yesterday, Chou Tien Chen. And without putting too fine a point on it, I'm sure Jan Jorgensen was absolutely delighted to see Chou Tien Chen beat Sho Sasaki, because he's lost to the twice to Sho Sasaki.
Yeah, I had lunch/dinner with Jan just yesterday, and that was before that match was played. And he said, you know, it's never nice to play Sasaki because he's difficult for me to play. And
that's also probably entered into the equation as well.
I'm sure.
Because he's never lost in 5 previous meetings against his opponent of today. So yeah.
A bit of both.
Yeah.
So I'm sure he was happy when he saw it later on in the evening.
Yeah.
That's how the draws go sometimes.
Ladies and gentlemen, on my right, Chou Tien Chen, Chinese Taipei. And on my left, Jorgensen, Denmark. Jan Jorgensen to serve, double, play.
That's short. Yeah, that's a good start. Now, of course, Morten, when this is the 6th meeting between the 2 men, and the previous 5 Jan Jorgensen has won. In fact, it's only once gone to 3 games, and that was in the 2nd round of the World Championships last year. Not only is he brimming with confidence, but perhaps Chou Tien Chen is also feeling a little apprehensive about this.
It goes in many more ways than what you think, and yeah. You're right. It will definitely play on his mind. And Jan Jorgensen is a difficult player to play when he's with confidence. And obviously, having won the Indonesian Open, as I'm sure you've mentioned earlier, in June when we saw him winning that final against Targo, but having beaten Chen Long on the way, which was a massive win for Jan Jorgensen. Obviously coming here to the World Champs with a lot of confidence, and then getting the draw going his way as well, obviously just add on to it.
Yeah.
2-all.
But as a player, talking from personal experience here, I mean, I kept thinking, well, I can't always lose to this person. I'm going to have a win sometime. I'm going to try something different today, and I'll change my tactics, and maybe I'll surprise her. And presumably this man from Chinese Taipei is thinking like that. And
yeah, let's hope so, because that's a sign of a true champion. I think, you know, that's what you have to think.
Yeah.
If you think, oh, I'm going to lose this one again today, then why enter the court?
Yeah.
You have to believe you can do it, even though you might be the only one in the whole world believing you can do it. You have to believe you can do it. And as you say, do I need to make changes? I need to make changes and see how that will pan out. Absolutely.
5-2.
Well, 5 straight points for Chou Tien Chen. This wasn't in the script.
No, but I don't know if you noticed.
3-5.
In the very, I think actually when Jan was 2-love up, he twisted something. He was uncertain on his right knee or lower leg, and he was kind of sort of, oh, what is this?
Oh, no, I didn't notice that.
Yeah. And I think that's playing on his mind a little bit here now. I don't think it's serious in any way, and he's just got to, you know, get back into it. But I think it unsettled him a little bit. I don't know if we can find it again, but...
Yeah, now, while we're watching this again, I'm watching Jan Jorgensen. He's stretching out.
He is.
That's a little concerning.
Yeah.
He had a small twist.
His right knee or his left?
Right.
Right knee. And that's his lunge leg.
It is.
Oh, dear. You know, I wince every time I see an athlete injured, but especially when it's knees.
It's from personal experience.
It is, I'm afraid.
You know, we made a deal, you and me, that I will commentate on the injuries and you will commentate when the flag is going up and the national anthem is played. Then, you know, I'm out.
Yeah, you get all emotional, don't you?
I do, I can't. Oh, I get so emotional about it.
Yeah, it's lovely.
So...
Yep,
it's a small little deal we've done.
Yep, and we're sticking to that deal.
That's good play by Jan. Good backhand here.
He's a strong athlete, isn't he? Chou Tien Chen.
Yeah, he's well built.
Big, powerful legs.
But he lost to Chen Min from Vietnam in the US Open in the final, didn't he?
3 games.
3 games, yes. And I just checking my my book here sitting next to me. Because I was commentating on it at the US, and what happened at the end was that compared to his opponent Chen Min from Vietnam, he was simply too heavy at the end. He got tired and he couldn't sustain.
Oh, that's well played.
11-5.
My goodness me. 11-5. And this most definitely was not in the script, and the fans here in stunned silence. Kenneth Jorgensen, former world number 2. In fact, he was number 2 seed at the World Championships, wasn't he? Was it here? It wasn't in Denmark, was it?
No, it wasn't in Denmark.
No.
No, that was only later.
Yeah, they want to call the doctor. Oh, my goodness me, this is worrying, worrying times. Well, he looked there as if it was the ankle he was stretching out rather than the knee.
The doctor is coming to the court.
One of the deputy referees, tournament doctor, comes on, one of them. We've got 2 tournament doctors here. Now, we need to see what's he saying. Is he pointing to the ankle or the knee? Knee, I think.
I think it's the knee.
Well, to be honest, Morten, I mean, I didn't even notice it happen. So, you know, it wasn't as if he fell down in a heap, and you certainly spotted it. I was watching after you said that he had injured himself. I was watching his movement, and he looked tentative to me, but it didn't look as if he couldn't move.
No, but he was just careful.
Yeah.
And there's nothing the doctor can do, you know.
No.
Either you can play or you can't.
No, you're not allowed treatment, are you?
No, but you know, this is the sort of injury.
Yeah.
Only time will heal it.
Mm.
Play.
Well, the fans trying to get behind Jorgensen.
I'm afraid he's gone. I must say.
Oh, my goodness me. I suppose there comes a time, Morton, when you've got to say to yourself, you know, OK, I've picked up a small injury. Either I'm fit to play or I'm not. And if I am fit to play, I've just got to go for it.
He's gone.
What do you mean gone? Do you mean mentally?
Mentally, physically, he's gone. He will stop after this game.
Oh, my goodness. He's so tentative. I wish I'd seen it happen. Oh, behind the back. Yeah.
15-5.
That's desperate.
Yeah.
That's really, really unlucky for Jan Jorgensen, and you can see it on his face.
Yeah. Nice, missed it.
Service over.
I think he's debating with himself 15. To stop now.
Yeah,
he's talking to Kenneth.
Yeah. Oh, this will just be tragic if he can't continue. But I'm with you, Morton. I don't see how he can. I mean, he's
down to 50%. And,
yeah.
You know, you can't win like that.
No. And he can't change direction, can he?
Service over, 16-6.
Dear me. Well, I hate to see anybody injured, but an athlete that's trained and been playing so well coming into these World Championships. Oh, it's so desperately, desperately disappointing
17
for him more than anyone. Well, as we watch this again, once again, Jorgensen was talking to coach Kenneth Jonassen.
Yeah, going long.
Service over.
What do you do as a coach, Morton? You've got to be guided by the player, surely.
Yes. But in all honesty, if I had a choice, I would pull him out.
Yeah. Your players' long-term health is more important.
Yeah, even though it's a World Championship. But
yeah.
If it's like this, there's no point to it.
No.
Ball. Service over, 8-18.
He's not getting behind the shuttle, is he, at the back of the court, lunging forward. He's not even lunging forward, is he?
No.
Service over, 19-8.
You know, I know you know him much better than me, but I've spoken to him on a few occasions, and, you know, I could weep for him because he was playing so well.
He was.
Coming into these challenges.
He had a good opportunity for a medal here.
Yeah.
You know, you couldn't even rule out that it could be a final. So
20 game point, 8.
So yes, this is desperate. This is very, very unfortunate for Jan Jorgensen and for the Danish Badminton Association as well.
9-20.
But his long-term health is more important.
By far.
And besides which, I mean, he can't move. He's not going to win like this. You made that
that's
point.
That's what I mean. That's why I will pull him out.
Yeah.
But, you know, as I say, I think he will stop here after this game.
Well, that's the opening game.
First game won by Chou Tien Chen, 21-9.
21-9. Now there's is that the team physio?
Yes, I think so, yes.
Well, 21-9, the opening game, just 15 minutes, but this is all very, very concerning. And for the Danish player, well, look at his body language.
Yeah, I don't think that he will make the injury worse by playing on it. It's not one of those kind of injuries. Okay. But he just can't play, you know. He's got pain and he can't lunge. And is there one thing you have to do in badminton?
Yeah.
You have to lunge.
And speed of movement to take the shuttle high and... Well, they look as if they're trying to desperately... What's that? Is that a heat pad or something they're putting on there, I wonder? I don't know. Oh, maybe just a bit of faster to try and keep the kneecap in place. Keeping the patella in the right position.
Court 1, 20 seconds. Court 1, 20 seconds.
Well, it looks as if he's going to try and play. He's a tough man, there's no question of that, but... Well, let's hope beyond hope that he is all right. I can't see it myself, but...
Second game, level, play.
So Chou Tien Chen, oh dear, won the first. No, you can't.
One love.
You can't play on like this, surely. As much as you want to. You don't want to give up, I know that, I understand that, Morten.
But let's say, you know, Jan wants to carry on playing, then he's got to play a more clever game. Then, you know, we have to... What we say in Danish, you probably don't have in English or anything, so maybe I'm just embarrassing myself here again. But we say, you know, we take the spoon into the other hand.
Yeah.
That means that we have to do something else here. No.
Yeah.
And that's what he's got to do. If the decision is, I want to play, he's got to play a different game, and he's got to play a much smarter game and try to play very, very short rallies, try to guess where the shots are coming and going for the big smashes, really going for it. Play tight net shots, don't run at all. And like that, that's good, that's clever. Try to put add on the pressure on the return of serve and all that. That's what he's got to do. Then he really have to think differently. If the decision is to play, he must play clever. Well, I think that Chou Tien Chen is really playing a good, clever match, because it's not easy to play someone who's injured.
No.
And I think he's doing really well. He's moving Jan around very well. He's keeping calm, whatever the treatment has been and all that. He's been very calm. He's played his rallies. I think he's done very well under these circumstances.
Oh, yes.
5-2.
The thing is, Morten, I mean, I can only talk from personal experience here. And I know when I came back from knee surgery, and I was tentative in my movement, and I started losing to players that I used to be able to beat on the singles court, and it frustrated me beyond belief. And I got to the stage where I said to myself, I cannot play like this. Either I go all out, and if my knee gives way again, so be it. But I have to just go for it.
Yes, and this is the situation.
And this is the situation.
Yes, that's what I was trying to say.
Yeah.
Take the spoon into the other hand.
Yeah. I like that expression.
I know it's Danish, and
no, but it translates well.
Play.
yeah, that's the lucky one. Totally out of balance, going cross court, and got a mistake from it, forced the mistake. But that was a lucky smash. This is good. This is good. Yeah, he can't get to that forehand corner at all.
No.
It's over. 6-4. Rocket.
You can see he's tormented in his own mind about whether he should continue, what he should do. Yeah.
Seven, 4.
Yeah, pack it in.
Yeah.
Sorry, Jan, that's my opinion.
Bolt. 8-4.
But look at how composed Chou Tien Chen is.
Yeah, it's impressive, isn't it?
It is.
So he's still pretty young. He's only 24 years of
Look at
age.
that. That is so impressive.
Yeah.
And now Jan is stopping, I think.
4.
Now he's debating again.
Yeah.
I've seen it, obviously I've seen him withdraw on other occasions for other injuries, you know, in other matches. And this is what he normally does. Talk to the coaches and then eventually pack it
he's
in.
had enough.
Yeah. He did it in January against Lee Chong-wei as well.
Yeah.
In that semi-final in the Malaysian Open.
Yeah. he realises he cannot play anymore. He cannot play the way he wants to play. Well, he looks close to tears. Poor Jan Jorgensen. It's one thing being beaten on the day by a better player. It's disappointing, of course, but when you're thwarted by injury, when you've trained so well, you've played magnificent badminton coming into the World Championships, to be forced to withdraw through injury is personal tragedy.
And home ground.
Yeah. You have to feel for the man. Yeah. Nice that Kenneth Jonassen comes onto court to help escort him off. Yes, he is emotionally drained. But let's spare a thought, as you rightly say, Morten, for Chou Tien Chen. He played a clever game.
He did. Knowing
his opponent was injured. And he should be congratulated for that. But what terrible, terrible disappointment for Jan Jorgensen. There you can see the opening game, 21-9. He really wasn't able to move. And at 9-4 down in the second, the number 3 seed, Jan Jorgensen, called it a day. Well, Morten, I don't know if you've ever had to deal with a situation like that yourself, but the torment in your own mind of do I actually quit and give in, or it's
I had
terrible.
it.
Yeah.
Not many people know, but I actually had it in my last World Championship in the tournament, when I retired.
Yeah.
I was injured. I actually had a fractured foot.
Oh my goodness.
Well, I kept playing on it. And because I knew I had made the decision, this is my last tournament, whatever. And that's why I just carried on.
Yeah. Well, there you can see the quarter-final draw for the men's singles, and it means that Victor Axelsen will be the only Dane in the men's singles. Eric Pan, well, remarkable run by Eric Pan from the Netherlands through to the quarter-final. Of course, our last match this evening will determine that last place. Will it either be Hu Yun from Hong Kong or Tommy Sugiyato from Indonesia? Either way, it will ensure that we have 7 different nations represented. Is that right? Yeah, my calculations.
Yes.
Correct there.
Yeah, which is good.
Which is a very good thing for world badminton. So 9-4 in the second game was the time when Jan Jorgensen said enough is enough. So our 3 matches so far this evening, all done in 2 games and under. Next up is mixed doubles, and then we finish off with that men's singles, the last men's singles, to complete the quarter-final lineup for tomorrow. But first of all, we have mixed doubles, and it features the number 2 seeds and silver medalists from a year ago. Silver medalists also from the London Olympic Games, Chou Chen and Ma Jin. In fact, they already have a silver and bronze medal from World Championships. They'll be very much hoping they can end their careers with a full set. Not that they're about to retire, but, you know, that sounded all wrong, didn't it?
I do. It brought a smile to my face.
I do apologise about that. Anyway,
I thought you were a Chinese coach suddenly.
There we have the 2 pairs already through to the quarterfinals, and Danish home fans will be absolutely delighted that the number 3 seeds, the Olympic bronze medalists, Joachim Fischer-Nielsen and Christina Pedersen, already safely through against Jongjit and Thanachai from Thailand. So there's still quite a bit to be decided. This, of course, right at the bottom of the draw with the number 2 seeds, Chou Chen and Ma Jin, against the number 9 seeds from Singapore. The top half of the draw, and the former world champions, 2011 world champions, Yang Nan and Zhao Yunlei, who also happen to be the Olympic champions. They're safely through against Widianto and Dili from Indonesia. I don't know who they will meet. It could possibly be Danes, but there was a bit of an upset earlier on today when Mr. and Mrs. Adcock, the number 4 seeds, went down to the former world junior champions, Liu Cheng and Bao Yuxin, the number 14 seeds from China. So potentially it could be an all-Chinese quarter-final in that top half, and potentially an all-Chinese semi-final in that top half of the draw. But we're a long way from that. So mixed doubles coming up next. And the number 9 seeds from Singapore, Dani Krishnantar and Vanessa Neo. Morton in Glasgow at the recent Commonwealth Games, they were the number 2 seeds but lost in the quarterfinals, so they'll be wanting to make amends in their own minds from, inverted commas, a poor performance.
Poor performance, yeah. Of course they want to play better than what they did in that quarterfinal, but they're up against a very tough opponent from China, and they have to play to their very, very best to stretch this match. So I think that Vanessa Neo really have to step up to the mark, because she's up